My name is Mary Grace Woods. I have 7 children, 4 boys and 3 girls. And they, well, uh, all of them has children but 2 of the boys. And they have children that they help raise and do something. I did cook for most of my life. I worked at a 110 facility, Hill Haven. It's always been some kind of care. And now I work in the care home. I have 2, Union Avenue 1 and Union Avenue 2. So still dealing with people. I love to deal with people. And I've always wanted to be RN. I'm that smart. Not to me. That's a whole lot of work. But I got cousins that's there, so I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I like to be a caregiver. And then there's a lot of people you can help, taking care of them, try to help, try to redirect in another way. I just like doing stuff like that. My mother's mother had 12 children. My grandmother's mother, my great-grandmother had 12. So they have large families. A lot of my cousins have larger families than I have. So, and every Saturday we will go to my mom's mom, and on Sundays, and each child will bring a covered dish, and they would stretch it across the yard, and we just fellowship. So I've been taught always to fellowship and work with them. You know, everybody's somebody. People now are teaching kids to hate. It's not right because those children wouldn't. They don't know any hate, and they wouldn't know it if we would stop it. You know, so I think we need to go back to some of the old times and different things that were happening. Things are different, but it just come with the changing, the time, everything changes. We lost a lot, to me, we lost a lot of respect for the elder people because you was taught that way. And you know not to, even if you had somebody in a neighborhood would tell you something not to do, or you got in trouble, you know, they could correct you and carry you home, and you might get a second correction. It might not be just a talk, but you might have got a whooping, but still, they could take and help cut you. And nothing was said, you know, and you couldn't talk back to this people. It's more, I know, they could carry you to church and you doing something, they could just look at you. My mom wasn't mean. I tell my kids she was not mean. She was just as sweet as she could do. But they had that, you had that respect for people more than people have now. Half the time you didn't know who was really blood kin or who was not, because we respected all older people as aunts and uncles. And you know, you were like, well, I got the most aunts and uncles, but that was just the respect. You were taught to say yes ma'am, yes sir, no sir, those things like that. We had a pretty good time because we just played with whatever. We didn't have all this, just a TV, color TV didn't come out till later, you know, and our show was Uncle Pete. Still that value of community, growing up together, togetherness is still there.